Hey everyone, Sean Dawson here from Julie Harris Realty with your May 2022 update. I must apologise for being absent last month. It has been a very busy start to the year and I just couldn't find the time to put aside to produce this video, despite what we may believe. It's not just this 10 minutes in front of the camera. There's a little bit of editing on my behalf, uploading, all that kind of stuff. So I do apologise for not being here last month. Of course, I am here this month to talk about the monthly indices that I do every month, of course. I'm sure everybody out there is watching the news and paying attention to what's happening with real estate at the moment. And despite the fact that Sydney now is in that decline in terms of what's happening on a monthly basis in that market, Brisbane is yet to see that decline. So, of course, with these monthly indices that have been published this week, as you can see, all markets in Brisbane are still on the increase, and that's including our month-to-month changes and our yearly changes as well. So for all dwellings in Brisbane, the difference between April 2021 and April 2022 was an increase of 29.3%, which is in keeping with what we've seen for the large part of the last 12 months. And then the month-on-month change, so the difference between March this year and April this year, all dwellings up 1.7%. With houses, so freehold homes, that particular part of the market, year-on-year changes up 32%, which of course is not abnormal when we consider this market, and then the month-on-month change up 1.8%. And then units, so of course townhouses, apartments, that entire segment, change year-on-year 15.6%, and then up 1.4%. Now, there are a lot of factors out there that tell us as real estate agents that we potentially will start to see some declines in the coming months. Of course, generally speaking, we can look to the bigger markets like Sydney and Melbourne for an indicator in that respect. We can also look to the fact that, of course, the RBA has increased the interest rates this week for the first time in 11 years by 0.25%. And then the talk around how those interest rates will probably continue to increase for the next 12 to 18 months. Of course, those kind of circumstances put dampeners on buyer sentiment in general, and once you start to see that sentiment declining, you start to see less buyers at open homes, and you start to see that ratio of property to buyer change, and which of course drives the prices into a more kind of reasonable market. So if you are one of those owners of a freehold home, a townhouse, a home that you live in, an investment property, whatever it is, and you are speculating to the fact that you may be able to see some increase in value of that property in the coming future, it now may be the time to consider starting to look at what you need to do with that property, whether it's prepare it with some touch-ups or the garden or whatever it is. And if you would like some assistance with that, of course, I'm more than willing to help, advise you on what I think you may need, advise you on what I think it may now be worth in this current market, and advise you on how I think it has increased in value over the last 18 months. The thing about the market peak is you never know you've reached that peak until you've passed it. And while we can say that we've seen increases for the last month, we can't say that will continue forever. You've got other things like the election coming up. You've got more stock coming to market in most suburbs at the moment as well, which of course changes that bias to supply ratio. So a lot of different things are telling us that we are going to start seeing those declines. So if you want to have a chat, of course, please give me a call. On the other hand, I'd quickly like to talk about these couple of properties that my colleague Tim and myself have recently listed. So this is 85 Pond Street in Gravatt East. Now this is a gorgeous post-war cottage, 4-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 3-car on just shy of 700 square metres, and as you can see, it's been renovated quite substantially. This is going to auction in the next couple of weeks. We do expect it to sell on the day, if not before. Buyer interest so far has been very, very, very strong, and we don't expect it to last. If you want to have a chat, please give me a call about this one, of course, and we can potentially show you through for a private inspection, or you may be able to attend one of our weekend open homes. The next one is 12 Waratah Avenue in Holland Park West. Now this is of course one of the most delightful properties I think I've ever listed personally. Of course I have co-listed this with Tim. This is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 2-car post-war Art Deco residence on 612 square metres, so meticulously maintained by the current owner. They've only owned this, they're only the second owner of this home. They first bought it close to 22 years ago at the time and renovated substantially then, and then they've spent the last few weeks bringing it up to scratch now for marketing now. So as you can see, Federation colours, beautiful brick render, red tiled roof, ornate everything inside the house. You've got stained glass windows, you've got renovated bathroom with walk-in shower, separate tub, all kinds of just gorgeous elements to this house that do lead us to believe that it will go very quickly. It's going to auction on the 7th of May, the same day as the Pond Street property. We've already had substantial interest in the property. If you want to come and have a look, of course, you can attend one of our open homes, or you can give me a call. We might be able to show you through for a private inspection. Again, all these properties coming to market very close to the peak. Do you want to be that owner that misses that peak? Hopefully not. If you would like to have a chat about that kind of thing, I am available at all times of the day. You can reach me on 0407 149 757, and I'm more than happy to provide an obligation-free appraisal for your convenience. I might leave it with that. If you have any questions, of course, you're always welcome to give me a call, shoot me an email. Happy to help with whatever I can. And let's see what happens next month. Thanks.